I tested 10 different AFK farming spots in Marvel Future Revolution in 5 different regions, and today we finally gonna find out what's the best farming spot for gold convergium in Marvel Future Revolution. Welcome to the video, guys. I've been asking myself this question since I started playing this game. A lot of people say you should farm overnight, but nobody says exactly what spot is the best. So I decided to determine it once and for all. I tested 10 different spots, 2 spots in every region in this game, to find out which region or which location gives you the most amount of gold, materials, or convergium. Please watch this video till the end to find out every single detail about every single region. I got some very surprising and shocking results, and I spent many hours doing this video, doing the research for this video. So if you guys leave a like and subscribe to this channel, it would be amazing. I'm planning to do a lot more research into this game, and it takes a lot of time, and all I'm asking is likes as payment, so I think it's a good deal. So let's start with Midgardia. I chose 2 spots in Midgardia to farm for 30 minutes. This is going to be the format. I farm 30 minutes in each location. I count the number of badges I get. I count the number of materials I get and how much gold I get. And all these results you're going to see on the screen for every single location. And in the end, we're going to declare the winner and absolutely worst spot. So for my first test, I chose Troll Smasher location, and here is the results on the screen. The number of badges, the amount of gold, and the amount of crafting materials you can get per hour. Now let's move to the next location. We're gonna fight some frozen giants, and I'm not expecting anything good with it because there's not that many of them and they're hard to kill. So let's see what are the results after 30 minutes of killing frozen giants. Again, the results after the 30 minutes were multiplied by 2 to get the hourly rate you see on the screen right now. I was actually very surprised. I was expecting much less coins because we were able to kill much less enemies during the same time, but we actually got decent amount of coins, way more badges, but much less crafting materials. Alright, let's see what Zendearth has for us. We're gonna start with escaped ship robber location. I just chose this location because, just in my experience, I feel like I get a lot of stuff here. I just want to confirm it by science now that this is actually one of the best spots in Zendearth to farm. So let's find out if it's true or not. And results actually didn't disappoint me. We got the most gold by far from this location, the most badges. Slightly less crafting material than from Troll Smashers, but honestly not that much to be concerned. This location so far is the best for farming, and I've been using it subconsciously because I just felt like I was getting a lot of gold out of it. Alright, let's move to the next Zendearth location. We're gonna be fighting some birds. We're gonna fight some infected Outrider Predator. After fighting them for half an hour, here are the hourly results. Again, I'm not very impressed. We got much less gold than from ship robbers, but we did get the highest amount of crafting materials from this session. Is there a connection? We're gonna find out. Next stop is Sakar. We are gonna farm some very annoying monsters. Honestly, I have the lowest expectations of Sakar because all the mobs here are hard to kill, and you're gonna use some medkits, which gonna basically diminish your gold returns. I decided to fight Sakaran Rangers because they are probably one of the lowest level enemies in this plane, so they should give the best results, but oh, how was I wrong. The results in Sakar are super underwhelming. I got barely any gold. Decent materials though, but this gold was, half of it probably went to cover the medkit costs. Before you start typing a comment trying to explain to me that I'm dumb, I know why this happens, and this is all part of the experiment, guys. We're gonna have the results in the end. We're gonna analyze them and come to a conclusion. Don't worry, everything is gonna be explained in the end of the video, so keep watching. Now, for the next part of the experiment, I decided to fight these crazy-looking scorpions and also these rock-looking thingies. But after doing this for half an hour, I pretty much got no resources from them at all because they're so hard to kill. I probably killed about 20 or 30 of them by the end of the timer, so I decided to change my target to something else. I'm pretty sure the problem was that I had a prime target very close to me, so I probably got distracted to it multiple times during the 30 minutes. Alright, let's do a different experiment. Let's see if Agile Red King Assailants will give us more gold. Nope, didn't really go well at all. These guys didn't give us much extra gold and much less badges and materials. So far, Sakar looks very disappointing for farming. But, again, stick to the end of the video. We're going to explain everything. Here comes New Stark City. Let's see if these hand members know how to give us some good gold and materials. Results in this location were insane. We got a really good amount of gold, but we got absolutely record amount of badges and also 0 materials. So this leads to conclusion that hand warriors and maybe every single enemy in this location gives you no materials for Stark City, which makes sense. I guess they're not made of metal, so probably that's why. But they give you a lot of badges instead, probably because since they can't drop materials, every material drop counts as an extra badge drop. If you're looking for Convergium, this is probably your best bet. Alright, location number 2. We are an operation base Project Pegasus, and we're gonna find some robots. And here are the results after fighting some cyborg fighters. We got a bunch of gold, we got a decent amount of badges, almost the same amount as from the previous one, but this time we got also a lot of materials. So this was, in my opinion, a better location. And now the last, but not least, trust me, definitely not least, is the Hydra Empire. And this is the location that's gonna change everything. Let's fight some Hydra Riflemen and find out how much gold they're gonna bring us. And results definitely didn't disappoint. The highest amount of gold, the highest amount of materials by far from any other zone. This was an incredible location. Is it the best one in the entire game? Maybe. Again, wait till the end of the video for the conclusion. Let's move to the next location in Hydra. Hydra Enforcement Officer. Those sound like heavy enemies. Let's see if they can give us more gold. And unfortunately they can't. But they didn't bring a lot of materials though. So now with all this data, let's put it all in one spreadsheet and analyze it. Alright, here it is. So the winner in gold in this situation is going to be Hydra Rifleman in Hydra Empire. Number 2 is going to be Xandarth, Ship Robbers. These two locations absolutely give you insane amount of gold. Hydra Rifleman, by farming overnight, can give you $100,000 in about 8 hours, 100,000 coins in about 8 hours, which is pretty good. But there's still ways to improve it if we understand how and why this location gives us more coins. First of all, if you look at Hydra Empire, there is only one location. There is only one most wanted character. This is the only region in the game that has only one location. This is very important. There is a lot of villains for this one little location. It's not that little, but considering the amount of villains, it's literally very, very populated. Another, so from what we see, the difference between Hydra and any other region is that it's a city. Pretty much same as Xandarth. There is certain location in Xandarth that look like a city. It has streets. Now, what does it mean for us? It means that a lot of the map is covered with buildings. Even though a lot of these areas seem like open areas, a lot of them are buildings where mobs don't spawn, which means there is much less places where the mobs can spawn. It's the only region that have these zones, these very narrow bridges in between areas, and enemies actually spawn in some of these bridges. Now, it's definitely a no-brainer that the more enemies you kill, the more gold you get. This is why Sakar, in my opinion, it can be profitable. It can be the best area if you are 1 million plus player and you can pretty much one-shot mobs in Sakar, then it's probably going to be your best bet. So from my experience, the higher zones, the higher regions like Sakar gives more gold per kill. But considering how much harder to get those kills, you get less gold overall. So it all depends on your power. For my power, around 400, 500,000 power, Zendearth and Hydra offer the best return because I can pretty much one-shot most of these mobs with my basic attacks, which allows me to be very efficient killing people. Now look at this area. Look how narrow it is, which means that I don't need to move a lot between the kills. I can just stand here and with minimal movement, I can kill lots and lots of people using only one basic attack or one special attack. Now, there are ways to optimize this even more. This is why Hydra, in my opinion, is absolutely the best for most players, unless you're 1 million plus. In that case, but even in that case, I can test it, but I'm pretty sure you'll get less gold because areas like Sakar are completely open. There is the enemies spread out in a very wide territory, and it takes time to move between enemies when you attack them, which reduces your efficiency. Look how fast I'm killing people. This is absolutely ridiculous just because of the structure of the Hydra. The streets, the narrow streets in a city makes it that you can kill a lot of enemies very quickly. And now, this is not going to be a part of this video, but I believe that certain characters are going to be even more efficient in this. Somebody like Storm, Doctor Strange, who can target multiple enemies at once with their basics and that have a lot of good AoE attacks. I believe that there is a way to make even more than that in Hydra. So for the next video, if this video gets a lot of likes and a lot of views and you guys want to see part 2 of this video, in the next video I will test every single decent spot in Hydra. So far I found about 4 spots like this one. This one is one of the better ones because narrow spots with lots of enemies generating. And I'm gonna test heroes like Doctor Strange with the best possible skill set. I'm gonna select every single AoE skill and I'm gonna see how much gold I can farm in an hour using the best possible configuration in the best possible location. If you want to see that, subscribe to this channel, leave a like. But for now, I can tell you for sure that Hydra, for 99% of the players, is going to be the best area, the best region to farm resources. Just find a spot that is narrow, enclosed, so your hero doesn't wander too far away, and just stand there and farm. You're gonna get a lot of gold, you're gonna get a lot of badges, you're gonna get a lot of materials. Now, this is another question that I have an opinion that it doesn't matter which regional set you're going for. For example, I'm going for Sakar and my Spider-Man, but I'm not gonna farm in Sakar. I'd rather farm in Hydra, get 3 times more gold, and then go to my Alliance shop and just spend it on these packs, region costume material selection boxes, and get all the Sakar materials I need to craft Sakar costumes. In my opinion, this is just so much more efficient. If you want to get Zendearth or Hydra set, then just farm in that region. If you want to get Midgardia, again, it depends. If you're very powerful, I'm sure it's possible to find spots in Midgardia that will give you a lot of gold. I just haven't found one yet because it's pretty much open area again. So Hydra is absolutely perfect for it. Because New Stark City probably can rival Hydra in gold amounts, which honestly didn't even work in my testing. I don't know why. I guess the gold drops in New Stark City are too low. So yeah, if you want part 2, subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. I hope you're gonna get a lot of gold using these methods. And goodbye.